wanted to help our children overcome obstacles and barriers in their life, but we just don't want them to live in this forever. I would like to see.
Now you can put Father back, and I'll be checking in a minute.
We've been talking about a new phenomenon, boomerang. They move back home time and
Deaths
time
better be
again,
good
expecting
too.
mom and dad to pay their bills until they get their life together. Now, Byron and Cher want their children to move out once and for all because they keep coming back. Now, before the show, they didn't have the heart to do it. But I think they're feeling better about that because there's an alternative. There's a place to go. So we'll take a look and see how the movers are doing. Here we go. Bring it out. Gotcha. All right. We'll keep track of those guys. Now, Mom and Dad, tell me why you think you've got a situation where 13 people are just intensely involved in this small area.
My viewpoint, I think we always have offered unconditional love to our children. We're a tight family. We care about what happens to each other.
Okay, Cher, why do you think they're this way?
Ever since we've been married, we've taken in foster kids, we've taken in people that haven't had anywhere to go, and they've seen it. So when they got older, you know, I guess we enabled them, just like you said, we allowed them anytime they needed a place to come in.
Okay, and every one of you have said you know that they won't say no. True?
That's true.
Okay. Do you really think that's helping?
Probably not. In the long run, it's not.
But you see, necessity is the mother of invention. And if they don't have to, then they don't. You've all said, why do you do it? Because it's comfortable.
I would agree with you on that because I was given until the 15th of last month to move out, and since then I've been better suited. I've been happier. But I haven't been relying on my family. Well, there's two kinds of needs that I have. One are emotional needs, one are physical needs. They took care of both for me, so why would I want to leave if they made me feel comfortable?
Yeah. Do you hear what he's saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and you've got to understand, your job, when we talk about loving our children, loving them means preparing. And what you're doing, if you allow them to not require more of themselves, then they don't require more of themselves, so they're not progressing.
I'll have a Tabitha's situation. Ask her what she would have done had she not moved into our home when they lost their house.
What would you have done if you hadn't moved into their home?
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
Well,
I mean, is your point that she had nowhere else to go? Then, my point is, if you had started preparing her for self-sufficiency, higher self-esteem, and more motivation 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, then she wouldn't have been in that situation today. And if you don't start it today, she'll be in the same situation 5 years from now. That's all I'm saying. And does that mean that you don't support her and help her? Does it mean just kick them out to the curb and say good luck and throw our phone number away? No, of course not. But I would change the locks on the house. I mean, I would get them somewhere else, and I would help them get jobs. I would do everything I could to help them get up and running and self-sufficient, because won't you guys feel so much better when you are totally self-sufficient and running your own life? You don't like living with 11 or 12 other people, do you, Tabitha?
No.
But don't misinterpret help as enablement. That's not help. That's absolutely not help, okay? All right? All right. And in the meantime, be appreciative of your parents. I mean, don't go backstage and say, what a couple of jerks. I mean, they've been feeding you, clothing you, housing you, and now they're helping you get on your own 2 feet. All right, coming up, a 36-year-old woman who's still living with her parents. And she says that she just can't stop. Goodbye.